Hi, it's Catherine from In the Pink Designs. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator, and my project today is this box in which I used the Freezin Fun stamp set and the Freezin Friends dies. I used the Snowflake Splendor, is that what it is? Yep, Snowflake Splendor Designer Series paper and the ribbon. And I use Misty Moonlight, which is the 2020 to 2022 in color. All right. So I just want to mention that Stampin' Up is having a 10% off sale all day for 1 day on November 24th. And any orders of $75 or more, I will refund your shipping if you shop with me. Okay? My address is at the top of the screen, catherinetiemann.stampinup.net, and I believe the 24th is, oh goodness, I want to say it's Wednesday, but I think it might be earlier. Yeah, it's Tuesday. Tuesday, November 24th. All day, but they suggest you order as early as you can because the shipping, it's going to be kind of backlogged. So the earlier you order, the faster you'll get your package. Okay, so we're going to start with a piece of Misty Moonlight that is 9.5 by 3 3/4. Alrighty. Oh, I didn't show you. I'm sorry. This box holds a KitKat. This is one of the Christmas editions, and it comes in a package of 6. I got these at Target, but I've seen them at Walmart also. It was $4.50, I believe, for this, and sometimes they do go on sale at Target. And you can get 2 of these boxes for 1 sheet of the 8.5 by 11 cardstock. Alrighty. Okay, so we're going to work on the 9.5-inch side first. And we're going to score at 1/2, 1, 5, and 5.5. And then we're going to switch it over to the 3 3/4 side, and we're going to score at 1/2 and 3 1/4. All right. And I suggest, some people don't like to burnish until after they cut. I suggest that you do it because you have to, if you do it after you're cut, you have to cut all these little bits instead of just one nice long line. Okay. All right, so what we want it to look like is this. Okay, so we're just going to free these tabs here, make tabs that go the other way, and get rid of these 2 pieces. Okay, so we're going to start with the 2 1/2-inch pieces to your left, okay? And we're going to take out, we're going to go on the outside of the score line as close as you can get on this tab, and then just wedge just a little bit so we get rid of that score line, okay? Flip it all the way around so that the 2 1/2-inch pieces are on your right now, and do the same thing. I just cut as close to the score line on the outside as I can, and then I just wedge it out. Okay, now we're going to turn it so that the 2 1/2-inch pieces are toward us, and we're going to go straight down this inside line. Now this is going to be our flap, so we want that to be nice and straight. And then we're going to snip off that square and wedge the one underneath it. Okay, now we're going to go to the other side and snip off this square and wedge the one underneath. Okie dokie. Okay, now we're going to take our detail treacle punch and we want to round the corners of our flat. Okie doke. Alrighty. Okay, now we're going to get our Snowflake Splendor Designer Series paper. And you need 2 pieces that are 3 3/4 by 2 1/2. And this is going to be our front right here. So decide which one you like, whatever one you cut, that'll go there. And then one will be on the back. And you could write your sentiment or stamp to and from on here, whatever you want to do. Or stamp a sentiment on the back is fine. Okay, so now I need my stamp and seal. The top. Okay, oops. Almost lost it. Okay, and then this side. And this is a relatively quick and easy box to make with only 2 pieces of Designer Series paper, and you can get 2 of these whole boxes out of one piece of cardstock. All right, now what we need is a small circle punch, which we don't carry anymore, so whatever you get, and then right in the middle, just cut out a little finger hole, okay, out of the one that is not attached to the flat, because this one's going to be our front. Okay, now we're not going to put any glue on the tabs, but what we want this to do, since we want this to be the front, we're going to put glue on the inside tabs. Use tear and tape. Okay, and what I was saying is we want to put glue on the inside of the box, on the tabs next to our middle flat. And I'm going to put it as close to the outside of the tab as I can get. Okay. I'm going to try to bend these in a little bit. And I suggest you do one first and just try to match it up flush as best you can. You can make sure that the tab is right at the top and that it is pretty close to the front right there, okay? All right, now put your KitKat in, and this would be the perfect thing to add a gift card to. That would fit in there just perfectly. Just like that, okay? And then we're going to fold this down, and this will make sure that we have a perfect fit. There's a little bit of room, but it helps you to have a little bit of something to press on when you're trying to press down so it doesn't collapse your box when you're trying to push the glue together. Okay, just make sure it's straight down here and that is as far to this piece as you can get it, which is really the back, but I say it's the front because I'm going that way. All right. And I left a little tiny bit of room, if you can hear it, and then a little bit of room on the top because this little flap kind of sticks up, so I needed a little extra room so it didn't hang out of the flap. Okay? All right, and this is going to be our front, where we're going to put our little designs, and this is where you can maybe write a little message if you wanted to, or you could just tuck a note. All right, now, what we need is, I used this die from the Freezin Friends die set, and I just took a piece of, it's the same width as this, which is 3 3/4, and I just placed it so that I had a bit of a hill at the top, and I ran the whole piece through, and that's how I got this. This, it varies. It's going to probably look a tiny bit different every time you do it, so it just depends on how you place it on your paper. Okay, so that's for that. And we need our stamped images, which I stamped once just so that the Memento ink would dry so it didn't bleed, but I'm going to do it again for you. Okay, so we're going to do our bunny. Good. And the tree. Good. Okay. But we're going to color these ones so we don't have to wait. Okay. Alrighty. So we're going to use, let's do the tree first. And I used some light shaded spruce. And I'm only going to color the ones that are in the middle of the snow pieces. Okay, so I'm going to start by putting a little bit of light Flirty Flamingo in his nose. I used light Petal Pink, just a little bit on the inner part of his ears, or her ears. I'm using light Highland Heather for the scarf. Okay, and for the bunny, I'm just going to shade him a little in Light Pool Party. Just where I feel like there would be a little bit of shadow. And then I'm going to use the clear color lifter to just kind of shade it over a little bit so there's not really a stark line. It just pulls a little bit of the color out at the edges. And it will blend it nicely. Oops, I forgot to do it on his ears. Okay. Okay. And now I'm going to use light smoky slate on the skis. And on the pole. And the little straps. Okay. Is that it? Yep. Okay. Now I'm going to cut them out with the corresponding dies. And I will be right back. Okay, I had to color them again because when I cut them out, I ruined them. So this one might bleed a little because I had to do it fast. Alrighty. So we're going to take our snowdrift piece and we're going to just glue it right on the box. Okay, and then we're also going to glue the tree. Okay, and I'm just going to put some dimensionals on our bunny. One on his head. Did I put one back there? Nope. One on the skis and one on the body part. Okay, and I'm just going to put them down the hill a little bit, just like that. Okay, so for the sentiment now, I used a piece of the same designer series paper, but I tried to find a lighter piece that's not like it really dark. And it is 1/2 inch by 1 3/4. Okay, and I'm going to try to get this straight. I already did one just in case, because I'm not really good at lining up. I'm the best at photopolymer stamps. Let's put that. Let's say that. All right, I'm going to try to get this nice and straight. Oh, it's a little bit crooked, so I'm going to use my other one. But I'm going to show you how I flagged it. Anyway, the best thing to do would be to just do it, let's see if we can, on a bigger piece. And then just cut it down. No, that's still bad. I'm just real bad at it. So maybe you can do a lot. I did all right on this one. This one I just got a little too close to the top. So what I did was I cut a strip off of a Post-it note and I stuck the sticky part onto the sentiment piece. And then I'm going to stick it in my Banner's Pick-a-Punch. Oopsie. I'm just going to center it right in the middle there and punch it. Okay, and then we have it, but this one's a little too close to the top for me, so I'm going to stick this one on. All right, and then I'm going to just attach that with liquid glue. Okay, a little tissue. You could attach this with Stampin' Seal. You don't want to have any leakage there. Okay, now for the final touches, I used some Snowflake Splendor ribbon, and I just tied a little bow. This is really stiff ribbon, which is good, because then it kind of doesn't just kind of shrink away. There we go. All right, and then I'm just going to put it right on the box with the glue dot. put it right up in the corner. And now I have my bling here. And I'm going to use the iridescent snowflakes, which I need this for anyway. And there's two types, some that are kind of blue and some that are kind of purple and pinky white. I think I'm going to use the pinky kind. And I put some on the tree. Okay. And then I used some blue adhesive back gems. Right down here, I just put a trio of them. And that's it. Thank you so much for joining me today. I appreciate the time that you spend watching my videos, and I just want to remind you about the 24th. Stampin' Up! Is giving you a 10% off discount for the whole day, and I will refund your shipping if you shop through me. I will send you a check in the mail. Okay? And I would love it if you would subscribe and hit the like button if you like this video. I will see you next time. Bye.